Welcome to the Dance Studio Empire podcast business series. This podcast is about building your studio empire, whatever that is for you, whether you're just getting started or striving to hit the elusive $1 million mark. This business series will give you the confidence and know-how you need to transform your studio and give you the business you've always wanted. So sit back and get ready to build your dance studio empire. Hello, and welcome back to the Dance Studio Empire podcast. I'm Jen Dalton, and I am really excited about today's episode. Now, this is filmed in real time, so if you are listening to it, this information is about now and the weekend ahead. If you're listening, and it's past the weekend, it's fine. You will still get a lot of valuable information from it. This really sits with a lot of passion that I have, as you'll probably hear in my voice as I start to talk about it, because I am speaking about events. And unless you have been living under a rock, particularly if you're in Australia at the moment, you would know that this weekend we not only have one, but we have two massive events for dance studio owners, dance teachers, and dancers that have come up. And this feels like it's unusual because we don't really have that many opportunities. So what happens when two fall on the same weekend? Well, for me, I go to both. I'm going to jump on a plane and I'm going to head to Victoria, which is another state of Australia, and I am going to attend the first of the events, which is the Victorian Dance Festival. Now, the Victorian Dance Festival, I went last year and it was so good, guys. I can't even tell you. It really reignited a flame inside me. I think it was amazing. I was asked to go down and actually speak as part of the expert panel on the stage last year. And I loved it, and I loved meeting people, and I loved the connection. And on this year, they've asked me to come down again and be part of a mentoring. They're calling it a think tank, which is happening on the Friday. And I am so excited about this. If you are going, please come and say hi. Anyway, so the Victorian Dance Festival does go over the whole weekend. However, I am going to jump on a plane on Saturday morning, and I'm going to come back to Sydney because there is another event. It is the Dance Teacher Expo. And again, if you're not living on socials, you probably haven't heard of it. But if you are, you will have seen it. The marketing's been sensational, by the way, just a side note. But yeah, and it feels like good energy. It feels like there's going to be lots of people that are coming. And I'm just so excited. We've decided, for me and my team have decided to make it a team event. So my girls are meeting me in the city, so I'll meet them from the plane. And yeah, we're going to spend the weekend in town. We're going to, we've got hotel rooms. We're going to stay. We're going to go out for dinner. I get to catch up with one of my business besties. She's coming down. She's flying her team down from Queensland. I'm catching up with some of our studio owners who are part of our mastermind. They're going to be there. So yeah, it's super, super exciting, the whole weekend ahead. And so I was thinking, let's talk about what are some of those benefits and the positives to attending live events, expos, festivals, conferences. I'm sure you totally get it when I say, as studio owners, it can sometimes feel like we are alone or really isolated in business. And particularly if you have a small operation, like say you only have a couple of teachers, maybe you don't have any teachers, it can be quite lonely. But attending events, it can help you connect with other like-minded individuals in the industry, but also build a sense of community, which I think is really important because you surround yourself with people who understand the challenges you're having, and they can then offer support and advice. And a lot of times it's vice versa as well. So you being there could help out someone else as well. And I find that that's a really good place to start, particularly if maybe you feel like you don't know too many people, you don't have too many contacts. Coming to these events is so powerful for you. you not only get to meet new people, but you have the opportunity just to learn new things and expand your knowledge. Because being exposed to new ideas, techniques, trends, you might not come across them otherwise. And this can be particularly valuable for dance studio entrepreneurs because we tend to get focused. This is me speaking from myself as well, but we really get focused in our own ways. So you only know what you know, right? And you don't know what you don't know. So by being in these situations, in these different environments, it just opens up new opportunities and new possibilities. And I feel like that's a really great place as we're sort of stepping forward, as we're growing our studio empires. These are the places that are going to help you expand in different areas. The other benefit with live events and hanging out with people of a similar mindset is it actually fills your cup. It'll fill your energy. It'll help with creativity. Because again, when you're doing it constantly on your own, if you don't have that support mechanism, that's where you will really feel the exhaustion setting in, the creativity. You might be struggling to come up with things, just renewing your energy in general. At these events, you're surrounded in a positive atmosphere of people who are just really passionate about the same things as you. And you have a chance to share your experiences and learn from others, which can be incredibly inspiring and motivating. And again, you're probably feeling that, but you could actually be offering that to someone else. And I don't know about you, but to me, that's absolutely amazing. Now, meeting new people, definitely an advantage. The other thing is you could possibly meet future team members or even a business bestie. I was having a chat with a studio owner just the other day, and she was saying that she's looking for a new teacher at the moment. And she was asking me, what are some of the best ways to find new teachers? And we got chatting, and she's actually going to be at the event on the weekend. And I said, you may as well, put it out there. You actually may meet someone who's looking for work, someone who wants to pick up extra hours. And it got me thinking, a couple of years ago, I was at the Australian Dance Festival, so another one in Australia that we have. And I was chatting with a studio owner who lived out of the state, and she was saying she was looking for a teacher. And I said, well, actually, I have a teacher who is literally moving to the same suburb that you're moving to. And so she would be interested in picking up extra work. And so those two connected. And then this girl then taught for this studio owner for a couple of years. So there really is a lot of power in being in the room with people and having those conversations, because you just never know what's going to come of it. Networking. Now, I know for a lot of introverts, I know for a lot of people who are shy, networking can be a bit daunting maybe. And I just want you to remember you're not alone. There will be other people in the room who are feeling the same way as you. So go in confident, go in happy to have conversations, go in open-minded. If you'll find your people in there, and probably not everyone's going to be your people, that's okay, but you will find your people. You will chat to them. You'll be able to exchange ideas, maybe even contacts, and form partnerships. Who knows what the future holds? That's probably one of the more exciting parts about these type of events. Now, the other really exciting part about these sort of things is you will learn new ways to generate more income in your studio. So speaking about these ones that are coming up specifically, you have the opportunity to attend workshops. There's business seminars that are focusing on strategy and marketing. You'll also get to go to different vendors. They have, different companies are all set up. And it gives you the opportunity to have a conversation with the owners of these businesses, these experts in the field who will help you because they want to help you. They want to support you. So, you might even find a new program that you can offer in your studio. I know we see them online, we see the marketing, but sometimes we don't feel like they're going to suit us, or maybe the expense of it seems too much. But if you can get in and have conversations, you might find that it's actually beneficial for you to invest. Because, and that is another reason, the financial investing in these events is what can sometimes hold people back. And I want to really challenge you, because that act of investing is what really can expand your business and the trajectory of possibility within your studio. And it's a bit of it's a mind game that I know a lot of us play. I remember those days where it felt hard to say, let's talk. I think the average ticket is about $200, say for the day or for the weekend, which for some people is a lot of money. I do get that, but I really want to challenge you to think about that as one drop in the ocean of the next level of your business. So $200, if you think about that in the value of a student, that would be one student for approximately half a term. Okay. So hopefully you know the value of your student. And that's for a low-end studio whose fees aren't huge. So if you think about a student when they're paying $200, how many weeks does that cover? Okay, so just have a think about that, because if you're investing that amount of money in yourself, in your business, that's where the magic happens. Okay, you get exposed to new markets, new ideas, business models that can actually achieve your goals and that's where it takes your studio to the next level. And I know it's uncomfortable sometimes, and it's a little bit of trust, but you will start to see the power of what that sort of investing does. And again, not just the financial, but just being with other people, being in the room where it happens. If you know, you know. But yeah, it's just such amazing opportunities and experiences. So I really do encourage you to dig deep, to trust yourselves, to really make the most of it, and go and have some fun. That's the most important part. Go and have some fun. All right, now this is going to lead me into another amazing opportunity that just coincidentally this all falls in beautifully with timing, because in July of this year I'm actually going to be hosting the first one-day Business of Dance conference, and I'm so excited. This has been in the making for many months. It's actually the concept started last year anyway. So July is the Business of Dance conference, and my idea with this is to bring together dance studio entrepreneurs, really, from everywhere. I'd love them from all over the country, but designed specifically for studio owners who are looking to grow their business and take it to that next level. Now, the difference with this is this one's not for teachers. This one is not for dancers. So we're not having the workshops. We're not having the expo. We're not having the vendors who are coming in. This one's specifically for the business side of building your empire. And it will give you that chance to connect with like-minded individuals, learn from industry experts who are coming in. They're going to be, sharing valuable insights, latest trends, best practices. But the difference is I'm also getting experts from outside the industry. And particularly, I'm actually going to be getting coaches that I've me personally, used and using, so still part of my businesses. And they're coming in to share everything. Now, these people literally change everything about my business, which in turn changes everything about my life. And because I'm so transparent. If you know me, if you work with me, you know this. I am willing to share everything, because I believe that we can all have our own empires and be as successful as each other. And so how we do that is by sharing. And I want to share these people with you. And so I'm going to be getting them in. I'm talking my strategy coach. I'm talking my my business model coach, who has for many years been with me as my businesses have grown and expanded. They're coming in and they're going to share it all with you. And the other thing too with this day is where there's going to be keynotes where everyone's being addressed. Then we're going to break into mini groups, and you're going to have the opportunity to be with people who are at the same level with you as you are with your studio. So we've got the ones who maybe haven't been going for very long, student numbers aren't as high as you'd like, you guys are all going to hang out and strategize. And then there's the ones who have been going for a long time, super successful, really ready to step into the next level of your business. And you guys are all going to talk and strategize, and you're going to have one-on-one time with these coaches. So that's a little bit of difference with the day that I'm wanting to run. And the reason I'm running this, the reason I do everything, let's be honest, is because this is what I wanted. This is what I needed and need. So I still love going to these stuff, as you can probably hear, how excited I am about the weekend. But this is what I needed and I wanted, with that to feed that hunger that I have when it comes to building our dance studio empires. So that's what I want to give to you. And if that resonates with you, I would love you to be part of that. So if you are a dance studio entrepreneur, you are looking to grow your business, connect with others in the industry, I would love to encourage you to come to the Business of Dance Conference, which is on the 7th of July, and it's being held in Sydney, Australia. And yeah, so it's going to be an expansive opportunity, and I really don't want you to miss out. And now the exciting part is the tickets are actually now available. And so I've got an early bird option plus a VIP option. If you do want to have a look at the details of the VIP option, it's super exciting. But there are very, very limited spots for that because of how it's really going to be an immersive and intimate situation for the VIPers. So if that's something you think you might want to do, jump on, have a look. I will leave the link to the tickets below and also the website. So it'll give you a bit of a rundown and tell you all about it. Now, if that sounds like something you want, if you do have questions about that, definitely reach out. But please share this with other studio owners, studio bosses that you know who may really benefit from this. I am an absolute open book when it comes to strategies, ideas, what I do. So yeah, I'd love to share it with you and anyone else. One of the things that I don't feel, and I never have felt, is competition or feeling like I can't share this stuff because it might interfere with my numbers. It might interfere with what I'm doing. I just don't have that mindset. I just believe there's always enough for everyone. There is information that you're going to take the same information someone else takes, and you're going to do totally different things with it. And they're both going to be successful in your studio. If I always say, and you've maybe even heard me say it on other podcasts, everything I do, whether it's read a book, listen to a podcast, attend an event, read a blog, if I get one thing from that and implement it, it's going to change the trajectory of my business. Just one thing. And I always come back to that with things, when talking about that investment, the financial investment that can be hard for a lot of people. One thing you can get from that. So imagine if you took home two things, it would double. That's the power I feel with these type of events and these opportunities. And so I really, really encourage you to jump on and do as much as you can. Okay, I'm going to leave it there today. If you are going to VDF or you are going to the Dance Teacher Expo and you see me, please come and say hi. I would love to have a chat with you. If we're close to a bar, we can have a glass of champagne. I'm always open to a glass of champagne, and I would love to have those conversations with you. Now, I will be updating you as we move forward. I'm going to definitely let you know how the weekend goes with both these events, sending out my love to each and every one of those who are involved in the organization and putting on these events. It is so huge, and I really admire the courage and the bravery and also the hard work and the moving parts that go to putting together something like this. I actually haven't done it myself, but I can appreciate what goes into it. So, and I want to thank them all for everything that they've been doing and giving us these opportunities, giving to us studio owners, to continue to be successful. All right, I am going to leave it there. I hope you have a fantastic week. Maybe I'll see you on the weekend. If not, I'll catch you next week.
Get ready to be inspired and challenged by some of the most innovative and forward-thinking experts in the industry. Our speakers and thought leaders bring a unique perspective and a wealth of knowledge that will help you take your business to the next level. No matter where you are in your business journey, whether you are just starting out or you are striving to reach that coveted $1 million mark, the Business of Dance Conference is designed to empower you with the knowledge and confidence you need to transform your studio into the thriving business you've always dreamed of. Get ready to unlock new potentials, new possibilities, and gain fresh insight with like-minded professionals who are just as passionate about your success as you are. Tickets are now on sale, so make sure you grab them before they run out. I will leave a link below, and I can't wait to see you there.